Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host, LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to Sports Sunday, where we play sports games and talk about sports life and everything in between. And last time we started up playing Baseball Stars, one of my favorite games from my childhood. We created a team and we played our first game against the lovely ladies, and we came out on top. I really didn't expect it to go that way because it was not looking good in the first couple innings, but we came back and we made it happen. So now we've got some money that we can put towards making our players not suck quite as bad. So I'm looking forward to that. And one guy that really needs it is Frank. His hitting is so awful. I just can't even freaking stand it. So we're gonna make him a little better. He really just, don't worry so much. One guy that we won't be upgrading for a while is Hector. He's in pretty good shape other than the fact that he's the slowest dude in the world. So we won't worry about him for a while. His hitting is actually fantastic. He's really our big power threat here, but we won't worry about that just yet. Ooh, Jeff's batting is really bad. He has virtually no power at all, and we're going to actually give him 2 power-ups. We'll give him a couple of these. His defense is actually awesome, and his running is really good. And Kevin is just a nice balanced blend there. Balzac, Rod, AC, Cliff, and Johnny, these guys are our bench players. We probably won't use them a lot unless it's situations where we've got one of our pitchers batting, or we've just got a guy that can't seem to hit his way out of a paper bag during the game. So we'll kind of play that one by ear. Ooh, Fuller. We need Fuller. His running and defense are terrible, and I think he's one of our outfielders, so very important that he gets something going there. Ooh, another power-up. Sure, I'll take it. If they're gonna give me a bunch of these, I'm gonna keep rolling with it all day. There we go. Do we still have any more left? I mean, if we have more... Oh my god, we can keep going with this. This is great. I can't believe it. I mean, I guess a lot of these are really cheap. That is good news. Really going to be able to get off to a good start here. Peter looks pretty good, but we'll still give him a little bit. Don't really worry so much about left curve and right curve. It's not really necessary. I mean, you can definitely get some pretty crazy English if we're going in bowling terms on your curveballs and such, but I find that you don't need it particularly. So I think we're going to be all right here. Marv's looking pretty good there. If anything, I'd want to up his prestige, but I think we're really in better hands if we actually try to upgrade the regular dudes here. Might as well go with Jeff again. Ooh, 6. There we go. That's the highest amount of points you can get for upgrading. So this is good. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah. Oh man, we're in good shape here. And Buzz can still do one for Buzz. Okay. He'll get one just for running. There we go. Oh my god, that was fantastic. That was the best possible thing I could hope for there. So hopefully we can have some more good times here. We got Marv on the mound today. I mean, if he can take a brick to the face, I'm sure he can dole it out pretty good too. Never seen him throw though. Crazy thing though is that Amy's a pretty good pitcher. I've played previous seasons before, and Amy always seemed to have a fairly low ERA against my teams. So we'll see if maybe we can turn the tides on that today. I do love how the game scales your batting average and everything. It does that real time, which I think is cool because they don't. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. Go back over. Because they don't do it with ERA. That's obviously something they don't calculate on the fly, but they do at least, change your batting average and such, and all that. So I think that's a cool thing. A lot of games didn't do that. The RBI baseball series, they didn't do that. They just gave you what the players' stats were for that year. And even if you were playing in regular season mode, it wouldn't add or detract from their stats. It just kind of stayed the way it was. And I always thought that was weird. That's one thing that I really loved about this, is that when you create a team, it just you actually got to build it up. It wipes out everybody's pre-existing stats that are normally in the regular just exhibition matchup stuff, and you do really get a clean slate. So I think it's awesome. All right. By the way, since we're rolling here, I can kind of relax for a second. Can we all just have like one collective? Ooh. Oh my God, that was the first 2 outs. Were we really on that much on fire? Wow, I didn't expect that. Can we all just get up on our feet and have one round of applause for the fact that Ronda Rousey finally lost? I am so happy about it. Oh my God. They're saying that it's supposedly like the biggest upset in UFC history, which I don't believe that at all. I think they said it's the largest, it's the biggest upset in terms of like betting odds for a title fight. But it's not the biggest upset of all time. I was looking into that because, like, that was like the instant reaction is, oh my God, it's the biggest upset that ever happened in the world. And I'm sitting here like, it can't be. Like, there's no way. I would say that, like, in terms of big upsets, like when Georges St. Pierre lost to Matt Serra was a pretty wild upset. Back in Pride Fighting. When Antonio Nogueira fought against... I don't even remember the name of the guy he fought against, but it was, like, Nogueira at that point was, I think, in, like, a stretch of 10 fights, he was... Oh, God damn it. He was 9-1, and this other guy, I don't even think had actually won a fight yet. And he came in and ended up beating Nogueira by knockout in, like, the second round, and so, like, that was, like, one of the biggest lopsided things ever, like turning the tide the other way at least. Oh, come on! There we go. Alright. Got out of a bases loaded jam there. That was making me a little nervous in the old pelvis there. I was gonna say nervous in the pelvis, but that sounded really uncomfortable to say. But I don't really know what nervous in the pelvis is either, unless we're talking about maybe like Purvis Ellison, giant total draft bust from the NBA back in, I think it was like the 80s. Maybe even later. Maybe earlier. I don't remember. I just remember the name. But, yeah, dude. I couldn't believe it. I had gotten home from work and I was watching the Oregon-Stanford game. And I remember getting the update and I was like, you've got to be shitting on my chest. No way. Like, she actually pulled it off. Like, I thought that Holly had a chance. Like, I thought that she had a chance just because she was a boxer, she was a previous boxing champion, and so obviously she's a good striker. And Ronda's obviously, you know, a kind of submissions artist. So I figure if she could keep the match standing up, then she could maybe pull it off. And she totally did, dude. Oh, come on! Come on! Come on! Whoa! That was a long slide. Yeah, that's one thing you can do, that you can make up for some ground, is if you use that sliding technique, your person will slide a lot further than you can run. So, very, very good thing to employ in these early matches. But, yeah, dude, I think the thing that, like, I was getting really fed up with a lot of the Ronda Rousey mania. Because, like, everybody was sitting here so, oh, she's the most dominant female athlete of all time. It's like, no, she's not. Like, she's not even close, to be honest with you. Like, it's not even close. Like, oh, okay, alright. Oh, he's gonna get away with it! Oh, we got him! That's what you get. That's what you get for being all aggressive and crap, okay? I know you're a bold, strong woman and whatnot, but you can't be a dummy. You can't be a freaking dumbass like that. It's all good. It's all good. That's what happens. This is a man's world, where people are better base runners. But yeah, dude, I was getting tired of it. Like, they're just like, oh, she's the most dominant female athlete of all time. It's like, dude, I would love to hear you say that to Serena Williams or Martina Navratilova. I'll bet Martina Navratilova, actually, she is just, like, she's not dead. But if she were, she would be doing the patented Dale Gribble turbine in her grave. Because that is, like, that's the ultimate blasphemy case in the world. Ronda Rousey's only had 10 fights up until the fight last night in her career. Like, not counting the amateur ones, but she only had like 3 of those. But, and like, I get that she won all of those, you know, pretty impressively, and she only had 1 fight get out of the first round and all that, but let's take Martina Navratilova. For those of you that don't know who she was one of the most dominant tennis players in the history of tennis, like men's or women's tennis. She was insane. And so, over the course of her career... Oh, come on, get her out! Oh yeah, nice toss by whoever is playing third base, I forget. I think it's Buzz, actually. I think Buzz is the third baseman. Oh no! Oh, god damn it! Oh, just get it back in. Get it back in. There you go. So Martina Navratilova, she played tennis for 30 years, and she, oh, damn it. I think, I'm trying to remember the numbers. I don't remember them all, like, all the way offhand, but, over the course of her career, she played over 2,500 matches. Oh, no. Come on! Oh, yeah! God, I can't believe we caught that. May have had a little bit of that luck stat come in handy on that. And we'll need every part of it. As long as we can get out of this little pinch here. Perfect. Alright, we're out of it. But she played in like 2,500 matches, and I think that she won like... I think it was like 300 championships or something like that. Like, she had like 177 individual titles, and I think it was like 160-something team titles. And so, and she has more championships than I think she has like more championships than anybody in any other division times 2. So like the guy, like the most titles in the men's division has less than half of the total championships that she has. And it's just insane. And like her winning percentage over those 2,500 matches was like 85%. It was just absolutely bonkers. And she was doing that for 30 years. So for people to say that she was less dominant than an Ultimate Fighter who has only fought 10 times in her whole career is just like, it makes me so mad to hear that. But having her finally lose was just like the biggest relief, and I feel really bad inside a little bit for like actively being like, I want her to lose so people will shut up about it, but like it just like, I feel like she needed to come down off the high horse for a minute, you know? Like that was the thing that was really like I think it was really cool that they had, you know, they had a figure out there, like a dominant women's figure that was, you know, competing in something that has always been viewed as like a man's sport and being really good at it. Like, I thought that was awesome that, you know, she was getting some of the attention and fame she was getting. It was just bothering me that they were saying that she, you know, she's the best female athlete there ever was, when you're comparing her to all these other incredible athletes that have way more like actual accolades and like reason to be called those things. And so, and then like the video at the weigh-in of her just like being a total, you know, cocky bitch, just that was like the end of it for me. Like, I knew already that she kind of had that kind of, you know, ego thing where, you know, she kind of hot dogs about it and all that. But when she was, you know, getting all up in Holly Holm's face for nothing, it's just like, come on, man. Like, have at least like a small shred of you know, of class in there somewhere. And then like when they didn't tap gloves, I was like, oh, you're gonna lose now. Like, it seems like so many people that do that when they you know, get all full themselves and they're like, oh, I'm not gonna tap gloves with you, forget you, you're blah, 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 you're not worth my time. It seems like those people always lose. It's always like a karma thing. Not to mention the EA Sports curse totally got her. It happens to everybody, man. It happened to LaDainian Tomlinson. It happened to freaking, like, RG3. It happened to, like, all of these dudes. And she got on the cover of the UFC game, and the very next fight, she loses. It's just crazy how that works, man. But Man, I didn't actually get to watch the whole fight, but I did see the video of the knockout, and that was brutal, man. Like, it was crazy enough just like seeing her just getting blasted constantly in the face by Holly, who was doing like the Muhammad Ali kind of jumping around the ring and just pulverizing her face, turning it into hamburger meat at every given turn. But that kick, when she spun her around and then kicked her directly in the face, I was just like, oh my god! It was so bad. Like, she went like limp noodle SpaghettiOs status in no time. It was gross. It kind of reminded me, for like other UFC buffs out there, when Tim Sylvia, there's a name for you. When Tim Sylvia fought Trey Teligman, the guy that was like, he had like some sort of surgery and had one of his pecs removed. They were fighting, and Tim Sylvia just kicked him right in the side of the head and just knocked him flat. Like, he was out before he hit the ground. And like, that's what it reminded me of, because she was out like immediately. And I thought, oh, it was so great. And it made me happy to see, you know, somebody else finally win and get the spotlight for a change. We should probably change pictures, I think, would be a good idea. So good times. I mean, there's obviously going to be a rematch. We all know that one. And I can't wait. I can't wait for it. I just hate that, like, all the best fights have to be on pay-per-view. Like, that's what killed boxing, is like the one, like, people don't want to have to pay $50 for that, you know? They want to, like, when they started putting fights for free on Fox, just on like regular television, it was like one of the best moves they could have done. I wish that they would have more of those that way, because they'll make so much more money. Because people don't want to have to pay that type of money for it anymore, and they'll just totally stream them online illegally, because you can get the same content without having to pay. And I totally get it. Oh, there we go. Peter getting on the board, huh? Look at that. Got a pitcher with an actual batting average now. It's amazing. So yeah, there's that. There's my piece. I actually, I told the story a long time ago, but my store actually, oh damn it, I wasn't paying attention. I was scratching my leg. My bad. Extra stupid. Stupid shit. For UFC, my family's business, we actually sponsored a UFC fighter once, a long time ago. It was probably like back in like, I don't know, 2006, 2007, maybe a little earlier than that, possibly. But it was Nate Quarry. I don't know whether you guys remember him or not, but I think he might be in the UFC Hall of Fame. I don't know if they actually, if I remember that correctly or not. But he had some great fights. He had oh no, I don't know why that happened. This damn controller, like, sometimes it can be a little wonky if you're not like directly on the direction, so it'll like go the other way sometimes. Nice bunt, Grace. I love that both of those attempts, like, it was just the same exact outcome. I threw to the outside, and she's just, like, holding the bat. They're like, ah! With just no results at all. That's great. Come on, double play. Double play. No double play. But yeah, so we sponsored him, and it was awesome. And his very first fight that he won, he totally gave us a shout-out on live TV. It was so great. He's like, oh, I'd like to thank God, and all the people at Salem Health Foods. And I was like, yeah! Total TV spot for free. That's what I'm talking about, damn it. Yeah, it was awesome, though. He's a cool guy. He's a really cool guy. I like him. I feel like we've had a lot of ground outs to that shortstop. Like, I think one inning we had just all ground outs to them. So, yeah, what do you do? Here we go. That one's coming down. That one's coming down. That's a double. That might be a triple, even. It might be a triple, but it looks more like a double. If it looks like a triple, smells like a triple, it's definitely not going to be a triple. Okay. Yep. It's just going to be a double. That's when you got to take the plastic bag off and realize you had the wrong product in hand. Oh, that'll go. That'll get through. Oh, no, it won't. Ah! Now we're good. Got a little crazy there for a second. By the way, college football. College effing football. I woke up this morning, and I knew it was coming, but it's just a weird thing for me. as a Pac-12 guy. That was so stupid. Did you see that? I love that. The second baseman runs all the way to the bag, and the ball just goes right by him. He's just like, well, nope, I did my job. I made it to the bag. You're supposed to go get the ball. I couldn't reach it. It's so stupid. I didn't say the AI was brilliant. I just said that they occasionally make the right move, and Peter is slaying it out here right now, dude. He's batting 1,000 with soon-to-be 2 ribbies. I mean, 2 St. Louis-style ribbies there. If he would have held onto the ball, I would have totally been an out because it slid right back to the bag. But I woke up this morning and I saw that Washington State was totally ranked 23rd, I think it was. Either 23rd or 24th. And Oregon's finally ranked again, so everybody knows I'm a happy camper about that one. That's good news. They haven't been ranked since they lost to Utah, and that was their first time not being ranked in, like, 5 years or something crazy. So it was really nice to see that again, but... Wait! Oh, yeah! Yeah, by the way, you can totally do that, and it's awesome. I love that when they jump up and catch it, like, they fall on the ground and they just hold their glove up in the air and they're just like, oh, I got it. And that makes me happy. It's a cool little animation. But yeah, I woke up and saw Washington State ranked, and I'm just like, what freaking planet am I on right now? Because for those of you that don't know, Washington State, like, they used to be good once, but it was been well over 10 years ago. Like back when, here's a name for you, when Jason Gesser was their quarterback. He was really, really good. And Washington State was ranked, and they were an awesome team back then. Like, that was well before Oregon was really making, like, their rise to where they are now. Like, they were good, but that was, like, one of the teams that was, like, running the conference for a little while there. And so when I woke up and I saw that 7-3 Washington State cracked the AP Top 25 for the first time in 13 years, I about laughed until I soiled myself. I knew it was coming already, because, I mean, they already had a couple of big wins on their resume despite losing to Portland State. Portland Division II school 45 minutes up the road from here, who has no business winning against Division I teams, but totally did anyways, Portland State. Like, everybody had written them off completely, me included. And then they go out and win 7 of their next 9 games. Total mind blow. They're good though, man. Dude, that air raid offense is no fucking joke. It is no joke. People can say what they want about Mike Leach, about how he kind of looks like a troll and he's the most uncomfortable person in the world to look at. But hey, you know, the system works. That's why Texas Tech was so damn good for a while there. But yeah, I saw that and I got up out of bed and I laughed uncontrollably for probably about a nice 20 seconds, and then I went and peed because it shook my bladder around so much that I had to go take care of that problem real quick. But, oh boy. Watching the Oregon-Stanford game was frustrating, though. That's a game right there. Oh, I'm not gonna get there. Ah! Damn it. I didn't realize that my third baseman was actually gonna run with it. I thought that it was just gonna be the shortstop. But yeah, dude, it was a game that was one of those high of highs and low of lows types of games, because they never like to make those games easy on me, man. Like, Oregon has always had the Stanford problem over the last 5 years, where they just the speed can't quite outmatch the size and the strength, but they totally dealt with it, man. Vernon Adams is no joke. That guy is my dog. he is. I mean, he's not actually like my pet, not my pet dog, but he's my dog. You know, it's all about how you say it. We won 6-0, man. That was a blasting. That was a real blasting. We got oh god, look at his eyes and his nose. Oh, it's like a Rocky Dennis nightmare. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Jeez. Didn't realize they let freaking Opie in there. Okay, so we got some more spending to do here now that we've got a nice chunk of cash again. So let's do this. Never really looked to see how these guys are. Ooh, That's a really good defensive guy. So Cliff is a good hitter. What about Balzac? Yeah, he's not very bad either. Let's go with Marley. He needs to have a little bit more in the speed department. Let's see, Jeff, he's looking pretty good. Gus needs some running, but we still need to do these guys. These guys are in a little bit more of a dire situation. Let's go with batting there, and prestige. So he's up to 12. Uncle Frank, he needs, oh boy, he needs hitting and prestige. Snakes, ooh, only 1 point, huh? Well, 1 point always goes to hitting, I suppose. Fuller's not looking too bad over there, so we'll go back to Snakes. We got plenty of money to work with here. That's what I'm talking about. That's the big joint. We'll get 1 there, and then 1 each for these. Good. That's what's up. How's about... Let's give Kevin some love here. Oh man, this is good. We're getting all the big things. That is a balanced man right there. Kevin McAllister with his 5 o'clock shadow and his what looks to be like one of those curly mustaches too. What a badass. I love it. I love it. It's great news. Still got it. Ah, here we go. Okay. Let's see. How about running, hitting, and prestige? Man, that is a good, we are having a really good luck with that lately. Alright guys, well, it looks like we've run out of time for this one. I'm definitely not trying to have all these episodes be like the first one, have it be 43 minutes long. I feel like this is a good length for a lot of these, so when we come back on the next installment of Sports Sunday, we're going to take on the lovely ladies yet again with our yet still improving team. We're definitely getting there. And we'll see if we can take them down for a 3rd straight time. So the dream is still alive through 2. But this is your host, Lovely Cheese Pizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.